And good evening. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. As we do have a situation in the Meridian area, Whynot area is our concern this afternoon. If you've read the post of what we've got going on, we have a missing young lady, a 12-year-old. And as we pull up the map, this is going to be in the Whynot area is what we're looking at here. Joining us now, live from the scene, we have LEMA on board with us. Greg Chatham joins us. Greg, what can you tell us that is going on at the scene now? What precautionary measures are y'all doing, and what is happening?
At this time, Scotty Ray, we've got one, possibly two drones in the air looking. We've got numerous volunteers from the fire departments. We've got Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, Mississippi Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. We've got quite a few people here at this time, and everyone is just trying to take it from the beginning where she was last seen and spread out and hoping we can find this young lady quickly.
Now, Greg, do you know did she just slip out the back door, or was she outside playing? Do you know what the circumstances were when she come up missing?
That I do not know, Scotty. I know that she walks a good bit, and she had 3 dogs with her, and that's what we're looking for right now. But it's a good thing because the dogs have not came back, so we're assuming that she is still with the dogs.
Okay, and then the next question. I know there's a lot of people that are watching wondering what they can do to help. We don't want this to turn into where there's too many people at the scene. What are you asking from the public at this time?
At this time, if everyone would just stay put, and it may turn into a long duration, and we need more volunteers. And at that time, we will call for them. But at this time, if everybody will just, if you live in this area, naturally, please, check around your yards, check around. The young lady could be frightened. She could be in a shed or in a, maybe a shooting house or something. By all means, if you live in this area, but we're asking for people to stay out at this time, and if we need more volunteers, we will certainly ask.
All right. As we mentioned, explain where the command post is in the city in relation to where she come up missing.
The command post is within a quarter of a mile of where she came up missing.
Okay. All right. And you mentioned there were 2 drones in there. Didn't y'all recently purchase some new drones that aids in this, that would pick up body heat of some sort?
Yes. We have LEMA, I believe, is here with the drone. We also have our own Alan Dover, the fire coordinator, I believe, is taking care of one of them. And right now we're just doing all we can do. Checking once, checking twice, Because, again, this young lady could still be walking. She could be lost, confused. But, we're hoping for the best. Just if everyone would say a little prayer, and we're doing all we can to find her as soon as possible.
And I do want to address this part of it. The young lady is autistic, isn't she?
That's what I've been told.
Okay, and we certainly keep that in mind. And, Greg, we're going to check back with you in a little bit and see how the search is going. I know you've got people on horseback in all different places, and we'll check back with you. Thank you for taking time out to talk with us.
Absolutely, and we thank everyone for just please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. The young lady and the search and rescue people, please, just be thinking about them tonight.
All right. Well, Greg, we'll talk to you here in just a little bit.
Okay, Scotty Ray. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. And, of course, Greg Chatham there with LEMA this afternoon, Lauderdale County Emergency Team, as they search for this young lady out there. What we're going to do here in just a moment is we're going to add call Ward, and we're going to check in with the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department now and live on the scene and see on the Sheriff's Department side of what is going on. And I believe I do have Ward with us now. Ward, you're live with us. What can you tell us from the Sheriff's Department side of what y'all have going on with this young lady?
Well, currently we are, of course, aiding in the search. It's all hands on deck when you have something like this, and we're trying to make sure we have all the resources that are available to us from not only the local level, but the state level as well. So we are in the process of doing that right now.
Now, and I had talked earlier. What do we know? What was going on when she come up missing? Do we know she was playing in the yard, or what the circumstances were?
Based off what I understand, and she was just the last time she was seen was around 9 this morning. Apparently, the family had been looking for a number of hours before we 911 actually got a phone call saying, "Hey, we need some help." And so, of course, volunteer fire equipment and LEMA and then other state agencies, Fish and Wildlife, others that are down there, begin the process of coming up with search criteria. In other words, a way to lay that out so we don't duplicate efforts and try to make sure that we cover as much ground as possible. So, and part of our process is, interviewing the family and others, trying to make sure we got a full picture of what's going on and those kind of things. So, right now, that's what's happening. We're also trying to make, at this point, preparations to go into the nighttime. I mean, we're not too far here from dark.
And we're looking at temperatures into the 30s. It's high 30s, but still cool weather for a child to be out.
Exactly. So we will just continue on. Hopefully, we'll locate her soon. I would encourage anybody in that community down there, knows anything, has seen anything they think, somebody walking on a road or at a store in that community or anywhere that would, match her description in that area, please call 911. That could potentially aid us in figuring out where this girl has gone to.
All right, Ward. I certainly appreciate it. I'm getting some words now that she's just been found.
Well, I haven't got my radio's turned off because I'm on the phone with you.
So all right. What I'll do is I'll check back in with LEMA and to verify that, to make sure we're 100%. I know I had a missed call while you and I were talking from LEMA, and then it's popping up now that she may have just been found.
All right.
So that would be a good thing.
That'd be awesome, absolutely wonderful. And let's hope that's the case. I was hoping to turn the radio up here so I heard the traffic from any, but I'm not hearing anything right this moment. So, I'll let you go then. You touch base with them. If I hear something different, I'll make sure to get a message to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ward. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
All right, Chief Deputy Ward Calhoun. Now let's while we're here, we're just going to dial this live and go back to LEMA and talk to them. Let me get to this. We want this to be 100% accurate. I think we are with the phone call and then the messages we're getting, but we want to hear it, so to speak, straight from the horse's mouth. And if you've ever tried to call anybody, it sometimes doesn't work as fast as you like it would. Greg, you're live with us. Have we got good news?
Yes, sir. From what we've been told, she has been located. She is safe, and they're coming out right now with her.
Man, this couldn't have been any better. This is a good ending to a story, is it not?
I think it'll be a very Merry Christmas for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. And keep us posted on this. And Greg, thank you for getting back in touch with us as this comes to an end. And fortunately, as you had pointed out, it's before dark.
And I just want to thank everyone that showed up, the people that were going to show up, and the folks that were saying the prayers. It worked.
There's absolutely nothing more serious than a prayer that helps, and I guarantee you all of this went into play in finding this little girl tonight.
That's exactly right. I mean, there's a lot of behind the scenes. Everyone pulled together. Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, Game Wardens, the law enforcement, the volunteer fire services is always on the scene for everyone, and we appreciate everyone's help.
All right. Well, Greg, we'll let you get back to work. I know that y'all got a lot of wrap up and taking care of her and making sure that she is found and taken care of when she comes out.
Yes, sir. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you, Greg. Again, Greg Chatham there with Lauderdale County Emergency Management Team. And great news as she has been found. And I just got a text from Ward as well confirming, backing that up, that she had been found. So we end this with a blessing this afternoon. We couldn't ask for any better news than to find out that a little girl that come up missing some 5-6 hours ago now at this point has been located. And I know in a lot of the comments of the people that were coming in joining us were wanting to know what was going on. And this was out in the Whynot area where this little girl had come up missing. Let's pull this map up here and let me show you what we were looking at here. Right along in here is where we had the girl missing here at 3750 Jiggs Chatham Road is where they had set up a command center. Now, what we go to next, and I'm just getting verification on this while we're live, let me go ahead and fill you in on our next information that we have that is going on in Meridian. And a bit of a good news as I was putting this together a moment as all this was happening at the same time. We had a pizza delivery man robbed just a minute ago in Meridian. This would occur. Let me pull up this map here and show you where we are. Let me hit this button here so y'all can see this. Here's the scene right here. This happened just here is Magnolia Cemetery at 3400 36th Place. Pizza delivery man was in this neighborhood. 3 to 4 juveniles would confront him with a gun. They would rob him and take his car. I am just getting word now that 3 juveniles have been taken into custody in this carjacking, held at gunpoint. Now, this makes 2 carjackings, one in the county, one now in the city. And we've had quite a run on good luck here, haven't we? In jail, arrested for stealing a car. Can y'all believe that? Out trying to make a living, especially here at Christmas, and the delivery guys. And if the criminals are watching, y'all got to think now. Really think this out. Delivery guys, all of this is usually paid for by credit card. The most you're going to really get is $5 and a pizza. Let them be. I send that to the criminals that may or may not be watching. Share it with one if you happen to know somebody that likes to do things like that. But confirmed with the Meridian Police Department, they have been arrested and are en route to the jailhouse now. What a great day to the ending of 2 bad things that happened there. So we're thankful for that. And I want to thank y'all for joining us and all the sponsors that bring us this every time. A double whammy there. We'll have more coming up as we go throughout the afternoon watching all of this. My, oh, my. Thank y'all, and God bless everyone for the many prayers that were sent up for this little girl. She's found safe, and a pizza delivery guy, from what we understand, he's okay too. A little upset, I'm sure, a little bit of shaking. You would be too if you had a gun pointed at you. We'll be back as information happens in our city. We'll be on top of it for you here from the Scotty Ray Report. Y'all have a good evening.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: